I told y'all we had a special guest tonight, man. We had a special guest. I'm gonna go ahead and we was talking about some NIL stuff, man, and who better than to bring on the king of NIL himself, Mr. Rayquan. What's up, baby?
What's up?
Hey, man, you a hard brother to catch up with, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm at a check-in right now in the hotel, man. I'm glad you texted me because I was ready to go to sleep. I'm glad you texted me because I got on it.
Hey, nah, it's all good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you. Hey, for everybody that don't know, like I said, I was on with Mr. Gaddy, Niles Gaddy's father, and we was just talking about NIL. And I'm gonna throw up a photo of you. There you go, man. I see you, bro. You're doing your work. You was at the NIL. I think there was an NIL summit or something to that effect.
Yes,
and for those that don't know, Brother Rayquan he's a student athlete at Norfolk State University, and not too long ago, legislation was passed as far as NIL, and we wound up getting opportunities, man. I mean, I used to be an athlete. Hell, I wish NIL was around when I was a student athlete, man. But it's all good. We're happy for you guys. And, man, you got an article in Forbes magazine talking about, you the top dude, man. You know what I'm saying? NIL conversation, man. Just kind of how you got to where you are, man, and some advice you can give, man, for some student athletes that may be not fully taking advantage of this opportunity and how you actually was able to do so.
All right, so my name is Rayquan Smith. I go to Nova State University. I'm a senior, study mass communication major from Richmond, Virginia. The way I got into NIL is probably different than everybody else. When NIL started, July 1st, I was the one that didn't know much about it. So, like 3 hours before it happened, I see a post on Instagram and Twitter, people talking about NIL this, and that. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what this is. Let me go to Google and research real quick before it started because I don't want to be late missing it was happening and everything. So when I found out what it was, I created a format, a little template, made sure it sounded good, and I sent to like 100 companies when July 1st hit.
Wow.
And I went to sleep. I'm like, man, ain't nobody gonna look at this. Like, I go to Nova State. I got no father. Nobody know who I am. I woke up. 3 companies responded back. 2 was rejections, no, and 1 was approved by a company called Smart Cups. And from there, I'm like, okay, I got 1 out of 100.
Yeah,
I'm getting somewhere. Let me do something. So once I got that first deal, they sent a product to me. I promoted on Instagram. And I got some couple of people saying, okay, what is this? So now people trying to figure out, like, okay, what is NIL? What is this? And I'm like, man, I just got product they sent to me. I posted, made content, boom. That was it.
wow.
So I'm like, well, okay. Then, at that time, you see Bryce Young, you see all the other QBs getting all these one deals for multi-million dollars, $1,000. I'm like, dang, I just got a deal for free product and posting. I ain't got no money. I'm trying to get what they getting. Yeah. So I said, okay, well, let me be smart. They're the Power 5. Most likely they're going to the NFL. I'm at HBCU. Got to work a little harder. So I said, okay, cool. I'm going to try to get as much deals as I could get to match their money. Because I know for sure they're not going to get a lot of deals. Because 1-2 deals could be almost $1 million. Well, I got to get a lot of deals.
Yeah.
Put that amount. So my job was to keep reaching out to different companies. And once I got a lot of deals, I went to the news and told them what I was doing and told them how let me get my story out there so I can get more people involved. So I went to the news, got more people involved. Then I signed with an agent July 14th. When I signed the agent July 14th, me and my agent, Freddie Barry, he's from Richmond, Virginia too. And he told me what he could do for me, how he could help me. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's get this stuff rolling real quick because I think I could do something really special with this if I could really I got more people that can help me out because I'm in school, I got sports, football, track, social life, Greek life. Like I got a lot of stuff I can balance. But if you come and help me, you could take some stuff away from me, so I can focus on what I need to do because time management is a big deal in college. Right. So when we came in, we got started. We covered. We got a better template. He reached out to companies. I did a little bit of work, but he did most of the work because that's what he do. That's his job. And a week later, East Bay hit me up. And once East Bay hit me up, I'm like, when he said to him, like, this dude lying. Like, but why East Bay hit me up like that? What I'm doing? Like, what do you want me for? And they had text him said, look, I heard of his story, how he got who he is and everything. I want a future be the one athlete. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm hyped the whole week. I'm hyped. I'm waiting to get my stuff. I'm ready to get suited up, take my video and everything. And when it was time to do the video, I was just hyping everything, did my video, posted it on Instagram. And once I did it, it blew up. Like I was the first HBCU athlete to sign with a deal with East Bay, a big shoe giant, posted everywhere. It was just going crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, like my life had never been the same after that. Like it just never had been the same because I'm getting posted on a lot of articles that I didn't even know articles existed. Like I was getting posted everywhere, so I was just my life never had been the same from that. So you know, since then I just been gaining a lot of deals. I got coach.
Wait a minute now. Hold on now. Hold top. Pause. You got coach?
Yeah, I got coach.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still shopping at the coach though. So you doing your thing, bro. Keep going, man. What else you got? What else you got?
I got coach, White Arby's.
Hold on. I'm glad. I'm actually. You said Arby's?
Yeah.
Man, do anybody ever eat? Do you know anybody that eat Arby's, bro? Outside of you, I mean, I
mean, Arby's is good. You know, it's good. You got the little curly fries.
I know they got the meats, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pause. But I mean, keep going. That's NIL.
I got so many. I signed like a black owned condom company called B Condoms. It's a black owned condom company.
Wow. Wow.
It's so many. I got 80 plus deals now. It's so many names.
So you're up to 80 now.
Yeah, I signed on my own. I signed with a professional hockey team, for Admirals. I signed with my local restaurant down the street called Bubba's 33. I did so much just trying to get active before I leave. You know, I'm senior.
Yeah.
I got 1.5, maybe 2 left at grad school because I did enter the portal today for grad school, so I will be looking to play football somewhere else for grad school. So you know, I'm just trying to do the best I can do to help my school at Nova State as much as I can before I leave, because you know that's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, you running back. You play running back too, huh?
Yeah. My dude already there at Jackson State.
Hey, now hey, they don't know this, but I'm gonna say this. Hey, see, me and Rayquan got connected through IG because I know when there was some interest initially about regarding the football, but under the previous head coach. But hey, listen, hey man, hey, opportunity there. All I can do is I can say, hey, I got somebody here that's looking to do and I'm tight with the track coach, man. So you know what I'm saying, Coach Thorne. What up, Coach Thorne? Hey, listen, we'll be in contact, man. If you're looking to come this way, I don't make no promise. I'm not tied to the university like that. I'm just plugged because through relationships, just like you. You know what I'm saying? We'd be more than happy to. I definitely give me info for sure.
Yeah, I'm great for anything, man. I'm just looking for opportunity. Just go and have my last year of football, track, do what I got to do. I'll still be with NIL and everything because I'm moving towards a NIL consultant now. So now I'm going around different schools, talking to student athletes, talking to universities, high schools, because now NIL is coming to high schools now where they can start getting deals starting in high school. So now I'm working towards that to talk to them, let them know what they could do to get started. So, for me, so they won't be late to the game like me, because I was late, but I won't late. You feel me? So, yeah. Man,
it seemed like you got thrust right into a calling. Not only are you taking advantage of the opportunity, but now you're going to be the face of actually a movement, and very much so for HBCUs, because that's the main reason. Like I said, we focus mainly on Jackson State. I've had some conversations in regards to NIL, trying to understand, the company side of it. You know what I mean? So I really felt like you were the perfect person to have this conversation with for two reasons. Number one, you was in Forbes magazine, bro, as the name, the king of NIL. I said, God damn, we can get this brother on our show. We doing something good. Then number two, you're an HBCU student athlete, man, and I think that's paramount, because this is something. And I always say this: I feel like NIL wasn't really like our student athletes. When I say our, I mean HBCU student athletes weren't really a part of that conversation when this legislation went into place. It was always the big guy. But see, what you did was so smart, because I'm in sales. You did something that we do in sales. You go and if I throw 100, whatever out there. I mean, if I get back 1 or 2 yeses, I'm winning. Especially, you know what I mean. So it's a numbers game, And then from there, you kind of build on that success, and now you got a whole portfolio. How do you manage all the deals? I'm pretty sure with those deals come some type of requirements, and whether it be posting, and like you said, do you have a team that's helping you manage?
So yeah, I have a team. I have an agent, and I have a media person. The media person is Amy. So Amy take care of all the media interviews. She give me prep for interviews. She do that's her job. Give me prep. Make sure I be good when I'm ready to talk in front of people and everything. I know when I did my interview with JP Mortgage, when I had Kayvon Thibodeau, number 5 for the Giants.
Yep.
Chase Griffin, we did this interview. She got me prepped up for that. So that's her job, man. His job is to make sure the deals get good, make sure I'm getting the right amount of money, make sure they're not taking advantage of me and what I'm doing, make sure, they know my value. My value is high. It's not low no more. Like I'm not going for nothing, not selling for nothing. I know my value and everything. So that's what we do now. And I'm my own person, I make my own decision as well. If I want to do it because I like the company, I like what they're doing, I'm gonna do it regardless. That's just me. That's what I'm gonna do. That's based around it. And time management is like, I know school's first, I know sports, social life, debt, and I like you got to just know how to manage. You got to know what's important first and put aside. I sacrifice a lot of stuff to get where I am now. Like I sacrifice a lot. I sacrifice parties, probably.
Yep.
A lot of stuff to get where I am now. I sacrifice friendships, a lot of stuff because people didn't see the vision where I was looking to ahead of it, and people didn't want to see what I was going to get into. And now what everybody's seeing what I'm doing, and everybody want to come along and say, "Oh, well, how can I do this? How can I do that?" I'm still willing to help though, but they didn't see the vision at first. But yeah, that's
you sound like me right now. See, I'm in the infant stage of this platform. You right? So when you're building something, man, you almost got to just go do it yourself because, again, from our community, and this is something we speak to a lot. Unfortunately for us, we have to see it. We have to see it in motion first. I think there's a lot of Rayquans out there. You know what I mean? And I feel like some may not have the motivation and really didn't really see the light and don't really have the frame of reference to go and know how to take advantage of this. And sometimes I see student athletes waiting on somebody to knock on their door, but instead what you did was, hell, you went and knocked on their door and said, "Hey, look, this is what I'm trying to do. I want to market your product, da-da-da-da-da." And usually when you see the most successful people, you see them, those are the ones that usually kind of take the approach that you took, and that is being more of a go-getter. I'll pause right there. Mark, you got anything you want to throw in?
Yeah, how you doing, Rayquan?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
All right. I got just 2 questions for you, man. If you can even answer them. The first one being, man, what happened so many NIL deal? Did you have to change your circle up for the people that that you had around you, surrounding to? Because we know if you had the wrong people around you, them people can bring you down. So what was that like with you? Did you have to make that?
I would say when I first started, it wasn't as people switching up, people weren't doing that. People were just, okay, he getting all this attention. And remind you though, so when I was doing the deals, I was playing football, I got hurt 4th game of the season. Couldn't play them all. It was an injured season career. Like it was over. I was done for the whole season basically.
Yep.
So all I could do was come to practice, watch them. That's all I could do. Support the team. So while I'm doing that, I'm like, well, since I can't do nothing, I'm gonna try to get these more deals I can get there. I ain't got nothing else to do. Get this money. And it came to a point where the news people will start coming, and people thought the news was there for the team and everything, but it was only there for me. And it comes there to a point where people feel like, okay, well, he's getting all this attention but not playing. And at the end of the day, I was like, well, I would have been playing if I wouldn't get hurt. At the end of the day, if I didn't get hurt, I would have been playing. And it goes to a point where people feel like I was probably a distraction to the team. My coach is probably what I was doing, distraction to the team. I won't helping the team. I mean, I can't. I was hurt. I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
So, I had a long talk with the head coach, whatever about the situation, and from there it was just like I didn't want to pay on him no more. I went to track.
Yeah.
The track coach understand what I wanted to do. He understand where this could have help his recruiting. Like I could like track now. I help recruit track with my leverage what I'm doing because who doesn't want free money? Who doesn't want to learn about what I'm doing and everything? You know. So you know, at the end of the day, people come to goals about the situation. You know, I don't no hard feelings. You know,
Right.
you didn't see the vision. You see it now, but I still help you though. But we ain't gonna be friends. But I still help you though. You know, from me,
Right.
I ain't never.
Right.
Well, yeah, you sound like me now.
I ain't never gonna. You feel me? Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Secondly, second one I had was I know you mentioned like the East Bay deals and things like that. Could you kind of expand or elaborate on, I guess, what
type of deals I'll be getting,
or what does it require, or is there any groundwork that you have to do, footwork, as far as your responsibilities to East Bay, or as far as going to meetings or anything like that?
So with East Bay, unfortunately, East Bay had closed. There's no more East Bay.
Right.
East Bay had officially closed. It switched over to Champs, and it's gonna be a little harder to get to the Champs deal because it is a little bigger.
Right.
Than it was East Bay. So but beforehand with East Bay, they were supporting anything I do. If I was doing a football game or I needed something, they would have gave it to me. I asked them, hey, can I get this and that? All I do is got post it when I'm wearing it. I started the track. I said, well, I'm doing this track meet coming up soon. Hey, can I get some spikes, some sleeves and everything to promote? They said, yeah, I did it. They promoted it, put on their page and everything. That was really what it is. They ain't had to pay me. I ain't want them to pay me. They paid me to pay me. If they didn't, they didn't. Because at the end of the day, I'm getting posted on their page for a lot of followers.
I think that's what a lot of people get confused.
The RI investment was coming back regardless with the followers. So that's how I seen it anyway.
Right, because that's a lot of people do see it as they think it's all money, or sometimes it's merchandise, it is, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The trade off of it is.
Michelle, how you doing? This is our matriarch of the show.
Appreciate that too, bro.
When Michelle is here, everything is sweeter. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at a bunch of rough looking dudes, you get this pretty young lady on the show. Listen, there's a lot of perks. All right, I'll give you an example. I used to work for Coca-Cola, top beverage company in the world. The salary, but the perks made up for the difference. Anytime there was an event, we got access. You know what I'm saying? Like, my supervisor could give me perk points where I could buy things. So if you get an NIL deal where you can get food, if you get an NIL deal where you get merch costs money. Now, money isn't everything when it comes to that. And I think some of that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of our student athletes understand that, but we just kind of like expand on that. It's not all about money. Granted, there are the other thing about NIL. People think that every student athlete on these big Power 5 programs out the wazoo. That's not necessarily the case. You got a select few of them that are, and then it kind of dwindles down like an NFL team. You got the big dogs, and then you got the small dogs. But I think one of the things that some of the student athletes may fall victim to is because one of the things I'm saying is that you got this poaching going on, where you got Power 5 programs could dangle in front of the smaller guys and maybe give them some money to go hide them on their roster. Now you can play at a Jack State or a Norfolk State and get your shine on, but when you get to one of these big time programs, but you're not getting on the field, it's merely just to go sit down somewhere and not be seen. I wanted to ask you, is it more important for you to be on the field producing or to actually get the business side of it, just to be a part of something that's bigger than what you are currently, but you're not really getting that same access to the field of the sport that you're playing?
I mean, that's an easy question. Of course, I want to play. I want to play. Like
you would think you would. I have a very specific reason why I asked that question, because it's kind of rhetorical, but go ahead. Rochelle, you got anything for Brother Rayquan?
I do. How you doing, Young King? But I wanted to just answer something because while you were talking, I think it was Thrill that said it's lonely at the top. And I question, are you at the top? Because if you're not at the top, who told you that the top was lonely? Like it's certain things we need. I'm a third percenter coach. So it's certain, I believe in power of our words. So I want to first honor you for thinking outside of the box and to do what you do. So I'm definitely honor you for all that you do. And the biggest thing is that it's for those that's listening, it's not lonely at the top. Stop that, because if your mentality is that if it's lonely at the top, you go stay at the bottom. So it's not lonely at the top. I want you to go for everything that you possibly can. Go for it. And I think what the young man asked you in reference to have your circle changed. Because chances are your circle is going to have to change because you're changing. And you have to be okay with your circle changing. And it doesn't mean that you're better than them. It just means you have boundaries, but your mindset is different. So because your mindset is different, everybody can't go where you want to go. And sometimes you got to be okay with letting some people go, because if not, you will be at the bottom with them.
Yes, understand.
That makes sense?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Don't be afraid to go to the top. Don't be afraid to think above means. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
because
ma'am.
as you change, everybody with you right now is based on your frequency. So as you think better of yourself and believe more in yourself, you're going to go like this. So two things going to have to happen. Either you go stay with them people so you can stay with them, or you have to let them people go because they're not growing with you.
Understand.
Okay. I'm done. You on mute. Can
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did mute the phone. I said, don't. Hey, she be on me like that too, bro. Like literally, because I mean, anytime you evolve, like I said, anytime you're evolving and growing, I think you understand that aspect. So, total deals you got right now, and who's it? Do you know who's a close second? Because I'm telling you that you done expanded. You done put some space in between. I think he said you up to like 80 something deals.
I got 82 counting. Who's behind me? That's I don't know. I'm beating people by almost double digits.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you?
I don't know.
You feel, bro, about being in Forbes magazine? When you go to Forbes magazine and you see your name out there, it's like, "Mama, I made it." You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to us about like what that felt like, bro.
So I was at the NIL Summit actually. I was at the NIL Summit. I won the Hustle Award. I was nominated for Male Athlete of the Year. I was, when I walked in that building, it was like I was like the LeBron of basketball when I walked in the building. Even though I was at an HBCU, smallest school probably there, I was probably like the biggest person in that building. Everybody's waiting to see me. So it's like, okay, it's crazy and everything. So, but I get a text from my agent. He said, "Hey, Forbes trying to do an interview on you." And I'm like, Forbes? I'm like, what you mean Forbes? Like, because in my head, I'm like, Forbes, like, okay, that's one of probably the biggest news you can probably get is Forbes. Like, everyone want to make it Forbes. Like, it's Forbes. So when I figured out it was the real Forbes, I'm like, yeah, set up now. We could do it right now. I'm talking about I'll let the NIL Summit. Like, we could do it now. But that's how hype I was. So, and we set the interview up. We got talking, and I was just like, dang, I'm in Forbes. Like, I don't know what's more than that. Was more than Forbes. And from there, the dude told me I was gonna get nominated for the 30 under 34s nomination. I did make the list, but hey, I got a lot of years to make it. I'm gonna keep trying. Then from there, I got Forbes, USA Today, the Entrepreneur. It's a lot of different news. So the two main ones I'm really happy about is the USA Today and Forbes, because I feel like those are two big main ones right now that I know of. Hopefully, I can get my story out more to bigger platforms, but we're gonna see when it gets there. I'm still putting it out there. We're gonna try to get to the top, so everybody know the story.
Hey Zoe, you got anything?
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for my tardiness, man. I had to get a good stable connection. But I did want to say congratulations, man, on all your success. Shout out to you, man. And I know you guys probably went over the actual total amount of the NIL deals, but
82.
I heard it's a huge number. But I did want to ask you, out of all the NIL deals and things that you've done, which one was the most fulfilling? And then also, which one was the one that really you were taken aback by?
Well, I do like the coach one. But I do like the Bubbles one too, because I eat.
I like that coach too. You know, you got a backpack or something you want to see you, boy. But keep going. Hey.
When it comes to deals, the most fulfilling deal, I feel like all my deals are most fulfilling because if it's not fulfilling, I wouldn't sign with you. I wouldn't sign the line if I didn't think it was good for me.
Well, let me take that back. I probably should say most fulfilling. Which one shocked you the most? Like you were shocked to actually, get it, or surprised to get it?
Oh, the coach one for sure.
Coach.
The coach though. I mean, when you grow up, man, my mom shop at Coach. I'm texting my mom, "Hey, mom, I got a coach there." She like, "Oh, what coach you talking about?" Coach, like a football coach. I said, "Nah, the coach brand deal." So the first thing I did when I got that deal, I got her something. I said, "Forget, I got her something. I got her purse." Like it was no doubt that I wasn't gonna get her nothing first.
Yeah,
that's what that was going to be regardless. Like I'm getting her first regardless. Cause I know that's what she likes. I got something that she likes. I didn't expect to get it, but I got it, and I got it. Well, I'm gonna get her something. It's a must. It's nothing. There's no question about that. So,
well, I did want to tell you though that to me, for anybody that can hear me, man, you are the prototype when we think of any athlete having an NIL deal, because you broke the mold, but number two, no one actually had HBCUs in mind when this whole thing with NILs came through. And so the fact that you broke the mold and you did it at an HBCU, and so to me, I think you're the poster and the standard of what every athlete should aspire to do while they're in college. Because when you hear NILs, it's not about, granted, you want to get the most, a free market enterprise, you do want to get the most that you can get. But the fact that you're at Norfolk State and you're doing what you're doing, and we're not talking about, and I mean no disrespect, it's not like you're this high profile 4-star, 5-star recruit. You know what I mean? And the fact that you're doing what you're doing, actually putting a real serious dent in the ecosystem of what people should be. I really want to salute you and say kudos to you, because you are the standard of what every athlete should strive to do while they're in college. Because you can say, hey, here's a free enterprise. I can market myself. I can maximize my earning potentials no matter where I am, because I determine my value. Free enterprise, and you're doing that. The location does not determine the altitude of of the wealth that you can garner. And you displayed that, and you showed that in the first year of his existence, not year 10, not 15, or down the line. You did that in the first year of his existence, and you did that in HBCU. So kudos to you, my man.
Thank you.
I got something for you. Can I ask you how old are you, sir?
I am 21. When it first started, I was only 19.
Okay. So that means you got 2 years into this. So I just want to share something with you, because the sky's the limit for you. If you stay humble, you have such a humble spirit. I just sense that this is my motherly thing coming out of me now. But the Bible says that if you can handle the small things, I will make you rule over many. So you always want you to let God know you can trust me with greatness, because if you can handle it, God will keep blessing you with more because you can handle it. Does that make sense what I'm saying to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So as you continue to soar and stay humble with the gratitude that you appear to have, the sky's the limit for you. So I wish you well.
Let them know how to reach you. I know you on IG, and I want the student athletes to be able to reach out to you if they're not following you. And they may reach out to you, man, want some advice. Hey, what should I do? How should I do? And you may have, I know you're busy, but you may be able to point them in the right direction. But go ahead and plug your social and your point of contact.
I keep it very simple to find me anywhere. It's just my name, Rayquan Smith. You can type it on Instagram. You can type it on Twitter. You can type it on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. No matter what, you're gonna find it. It's gonna pop up. I'm here. Like I try to keep it simple for everybody so people can find me easily. Not make no crazy name. It's just simple name, my first and last name, and you can find me.
And Rayquan, multiple streams of income. Become my NIL coach while you playing. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So even when you leave the game,
Of course.
okay. I'm just saying that's